and the Hope Starts Here benefit concert.
We've been kind of busy too. We even have the Hope Nation Foundation. We have our own nonprofit organization now, so we're growing up.
You are growing up.
I'm growing out too. Just ask this chair.
Honey, it's because your body it needs to contain that big old heart of yours. And you know what? You have so much love that you just shower on these kids that go through cancer. Well, before we talk about what it is now, let's talk about what planted the seed for you, Niall, and why you started the Hope Nation organization.
Well, every March we used to be out when I was 10 years old, raising money and trying to connect people with St. Jude. And it just kind of finally evolved. But as far as the music course we've taken now, lost my wife to cancer. And it really started with the song I wrote for her. And we were part of a CD. And it just seemed like all these people were reaching out and the music connected and people shared their story. And it was like, you know what, I think we need to use music. I mean, I was working on a book and I just stopped. And I was like, let's do some shows and bring people together. And we got to connect the childhood cancer community. And a lot of the families got to meet each other. A lot of the kids became friends and we grew. I mean, Nashville's a small community for a big town with jammed up traffic, but you know what, it's a small community still.
It is.
And we became family. And it just kind of progressed, and I was like, well, how do we reach out to more people? And my co-creator for Hope Nation Radio, Thomas Hammonds, who's not here, he said, hey, you ever think about a podcast? And I think podcast, this is before, now it's like the thing,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of two stoner guys in college sitting in their dorm room, hey man, let's talk about movies. and we just kind of
way more than that
yeah,
now, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was 7 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
And this is me not knowing. And eventually we turned into a 24-hour nonprofit radio station.
And you're using so many of the DJs are kids.
Yeah.
That are defeating cancer every day.
Wow. And one of the last times we were here, we had Ireland Lane with us. She's in Oregon right now. 3-time survivor, 46 surgeries. Cancer free. She's going to be 18. Actually, she just turned 18. And
it's amazing.
Doing amazing. Yeah. And then we have Mackenzie, who's doing great. Mackenzie is 100% teenage girl, full-time student, even has a full-time job, driving around, got the boyfriend, living life, and I try not to bother him too much, overwhelm him, so, but I do sometimes. I was like, well, if we're going to play radio, you gotta do it. You gotta be on the team. I gave you a uniform, I'm wearing mine.
That's right. And the Hope Starts Here benefit concert is March 13th. It's coming up at Douglas Corner from 7 to 10. It's $12 at the door.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll take more if somebody wants to give more.
Yeah, I mean, even if you can't come, if you're not from the area, you can always go to hopeaseverything.org and click donate. And it's a nonprofit, it's 501c3, it's quick, it's secure, and of course we're going to give you chances to win some signed posters of everybody performing. And we got a lot of surprises too, and kind of what we did for you, but I'm not going to say much more than that. Got some awards, and it's going to be fun. And we have some new kids who are going to be there, and we're going to lift them up, and we're going to raise some awareness. We're going to raise money for the foundation. And what we do with the Hope Nation Foundation is we're going to be doing everything from children's books to goodie bags. And the way we're set up, we can do it anywhere in the country. And I want to make sure the kids that are staying in the hospital have something to do. So we're going to have anything from music, coloring books, things that they can do to keep them busy and let them know that they're not alone and that they're loved. And but it's going to be very personal. It's almost like a blessing bag,
A blessing bag. I love it.
I stole that. That's not mine. But that's what it's like,
Yeah.
And we just want to reach out and just do more and more and more. And it just made sense. It was perfect timing to do a nonprofit. And we teamed up with ACT International on this, and it was a wonderful group. And I'm excited. Wednesday, Douglas Corner, I hope we pack it, and we're going to have a great time. We have a great list of writers, and we have one of them with us today. And good to hear this guy right here.
Jace Hine, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. It's good.
Pull
to be
that
here.
microphone closer to you.
Yeah.
These performing artists, they come in. It's a microphone. You can use it. It's okay.
Don't be scared.
Quit talking in your guitar.
And have you in your life been touched by someone with childhood cancer?
I mean, since I've been doing this with Niall, it's been, I don't know how many years I've been doing this now, 7, 8 years,
Yeah,
something like that with you. And before that, I've known a lot of people that have had cancer and passed from cancer, but not really the childhood cancer. So this was kind of a new thing for me, but it's one of those things, the first time you're around those kids, it's an amazing thing.
It's life changing.
Absolutely.
They tell you how to defeat things in different ways than you've ever experienced. Then all of a sudden, all those problems that we have become very small.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the concert on Wednesday night.
I'm just coming out, playing, supporting the kids, being there, helping Niall out. I mean, it'll be a ball. Get up there and play some songs with some friends and have a good time and hopefully raise a whole bunch of money.
The first thing that anybody does when they come to Nashville and they need to raise money is they call on the songwriters. That's always, the songwriters are always, okay, I'm just going to say it because Spotify has been in the news and so has Amazon, not wanting to pay songwriters. The last ones to get paid, but the first ones to penny up are always songwriters in this town.
Heartbeat of Nashville.
That's right. And so thank you for what you're doing for kids with cancer.
Absolutely. I mean, I thank Niall. I mean, this guy has taken a vision and really just kind of blown it up and done amazing things. So I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Oh
Small
yeah,
part.
turned a bridge gold last year
That's
for
right.
childhood cancer awareness.
Fifth Third Center went gold. Bridgestone Arena. Yeah, so
Amazing.
little by little. And people all over the country are starting to light it up too. And that's the worst part about childhood cancer. A lot of people don't know about it, and they don't realize that every 2 minutes a child somewhere in the world is diagnosed. Every single day in the United States, an average of 43 children get diagnosed with cancer. So say you're in traffic. In Nashville, that could happen, especially behind a school bus. Now look on that school bus and see 43 children. That's your visual. That's how many kids get diagnosed every single day.
Wow.
7 children die of cancer every single day on the average. People don't get that. Then they want to turn their head because it's a heartbreaking subject, and I'm here to turn their head and say no, no, no.
We can help.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we went to the hospital during Christmas, and I had little blinky Christmas lights around my neck. Hey, we're here. That's what I need to do all the time. I'm gonna create a blinky shirt. I'm gonna wear it all the time this day. All right, now that I got your attention, support children fighting cancer.
I just love it. I love you both, and I'm so glad you're here. Jace, would you play something for us?
I'd love to. This was called The Older That I Get. I wrote this with my buddies Jeremy Bussey and Larry McCoy. Grandpas live forever. Dogs never get old. Best friends never move away, and some lose way too slow. Mamas don't know much, daddies even less. Yeah, that's what I used to think, but the older that I get, I see things a little different every passing day. And I'd like to think I'm wiser now and done with my mistakes. But here I am still learning. Guess I ain't there yet. 'Cause those lessons just keep coming. The older that I get. Love ain't hard to find. Hearts are hard to break. No need to bite your tongue. You can take back what you said. I ain't gonna miss it. Just find someone else. Yeah, that's what I used to think. But the older that I get, I see things a little those lessons just keep coming. The older that I get, those lessons just keep coming. The older that I get.
Wow.
James Hine, who will be at the Hope Starts Here benefit concert this Wednesday, Douglas Corner, 7 to 10. And Danny Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Check yes or no.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And Chaz Sanford. Dave Gibson, one of our favorites. Bonita Hill, who to me, she just hung the moon and stars. A 2-time cancer survivor herself.
She's strength and grace all wrapped in one.
She is. And a heck of a singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernie Nelson, who was here last week.
Love him.
Jeremy Bussey, who you wrote that song with. Pete Salas will be there. Jamie Floyd from
Aw.
Real Country on the
Oh, we
USA
gotta get
Network.
her.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Girl can sing.
Hope Starts Here benefit concert this Wednesday. We'll have more about that coming up. 12 and under are free to this. It's going to be, anybody can go to this show.
Yeah, it's always family friendly, you know, so we want to make sure the kids come, and then if you have a child fighting cancer, any family that has a child fighting cancer, you come in free, because we're about getting together and sharing an evening first. We'll raise the money as we go. Yeah.
Oh, this is just wonderful. We'll have more details with that. Plus, we have Rob Ridgway who will join us in a little bit. Real-time traffic, though, to help us get home. The sun comes out, and we lose our minds just a little bit. Richard?
Northbound on Briley Parkway over the Boreal area. We got a